Hello, Leo. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with a bonus reading for you guys for the second half of January. General reading as always. It's not going to resonate with every single Leo out there, so please do take from it whatever makes sense for you and your situation, your relationship, and let go of what doesn't. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, all of that info is down below in the description box. And I will also have a list of all of the card decks that I use for the reading, Leo. So what I chose for you guys this time around for the focus messages is the Divine Love and Separation deck by Fire Witch Tarot, and then we'll grab a couple messages from the Pining Rose Love Oracle deck by Calico Moon. So I am focusing on those of you who are not together right now, in separation, going through challenges, which I normally do tap into those types of vibrations and connections, but more so for the bonus readings this time, I'm intentionally focusing on those who are not together. All right, so angels and spirit guides for Leo, cross watchers, or anybody else who's been guided to tune in and benefit from the messages that come through here today. Let's take a look and see what it is that you need to focus on at this time, Leo. All right, guys, let's take a look. All right, I am guided to this one here. My anxiety is becoming worse knowing you may not want me anymore. Okay, so whether you are in that way of thinking, Leo, or your person is, they are dealing with a lot of anxiety tied into the connection and possibly picking up that you're either no longer interested in them and or vice versa. However way it's playing itself out in your connection tied into the person you're focused on for this reading. All right, guys, let's add some additional insight from this deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo. Please bring forward some additional insight for these focus messages for Leo for this bonus reading. Okay, let's grab this one. I'm lost without you. Oh my God. So my anxiety is becoming worse knowing you may not want me anymore and I'm lost without you. This could potentially be what your person is wanting to say to you at this time, especially if you're not together, you're not even aware of what's going on in their heart, in their headspace about the connection. One more. They could be your soulmate. Holy crap, guys. Okay, let's see. Let's see how this plays itself out here, Leo. All right, let's add some additional insight from the Mystic Moon Oracles. Wow, they feel so lost without you, dealing with a lot of anxieties right now, and especially either if you have maybe expressed to them that you're no longer interested, that you may not want a connection or relationship with them at this time, and they're not quite knowing how to process all that. They are feeling really overwhelmed, heartbroken, and lost at this time, and they could certainly come forward as your soulmate, Leo. And we can certainly have more than one soulmate in our lifetime, but this person is one of your soulmates in this lifetime. This situation needs healing. It's painful. You guys have been through a painful breakup or experience between the two of you, and it's out of balance right now that needs to be worked on, and these are two hearts that need healing here. We also have mirroring energy, which of course could be tied into twin flame vibrations and connections, but of course you don't have to identify with a twin flame bond, but that is reflective of a twin flame connection for some of you. This could also be that you guys are just on the same page as far as how you're thinking about this whole thing. That perhaps, Leo, you feel just as lost without this person. Some of you guys may have had children together, had a family together. And if you guys are not together, you're in separation at this time, this has broken up the family dynamic as well. And for those with young children, they have definitely felt the impact of what's happened here. And those with adult children are just as impacted by all this. Wow, very painful. Somebody coming forward who needs forgiveness for what they've done, wanting to come forward with an apology here. Understanding is possibly what they're wanting in addition to forgiveness. For you to just be able to understand where they're coming from, Leo. This could be you as well. All of this could be reversible. So take it for how it makes sense for your situation. But this is telling us here that somebody abandoned the connection. There is now a barrier that is preventing the two of you from reaching out to each other. There is a lack of communication. You got to pay attention to the signs that are coming through at this time, Leo, and there is a desire for someone to come back. They want you back, Leo, or you want them back, or this is a mutual thing between the two of you. These signs have been coming out quite prominently during these bonus readings, and for me, whenever signs come through for people, there are so many signs that could come through for each person, and so it has to be something that makes sense to only you. A particular song, a number, a name, an image, a memory, a place that you guys used to go together, whatever it is. It's a sign that either keeps coming up, like you keep seeing the same thing over and over again, or the same number over and over again that's tied into this person. So for those of you that are tied in and resonating to this message of signs, you'll know. Like there's no question. You won't even have to guess whether that's a sign. It'll hit you like a Mack truck. It's a sign. And you'll know what that sign is trying to tell you. But yeah, they want to come back to you, Leo. And or you want to go back to them, however way it makes sense. So let's add to this. This is the Pining Rose Volume 2 Twin Flame Ascension deck, again by Calico Moon. So let's add to this, Leo, and let's see what else needs to come forward for this bonus reading. But that first bonus card, it's heartbreaking. My anxiety is becoming worse, knowing you may not want me anymore. I'm lost without you is the next message. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see. Let's see if this is fixable, guys. Let's see. Can you guys overcome the challenges? What else do we need to know at this time for Leo, please, angels and spirit guides? Is there a potential to come back together, to overcome the challenges? Please bring it forward for Leo. Okay, this one flipped up. Oh, so did this one. Ooh. Struck. Cupid's arrow has struck. And perhaps that's why it's so difficult for you guys to let go of each other, even energetically. Divine intervention. There are those of you out there that are probably feeling like you're going to need a miracle in order to fix the situation here. You just might get it. It might just happen, and that will ultimately remove that barrier that is preventing the two of you guys from even communicating at this point. This is a relationship that is going to go through some sort of reincarnation here to be able to come back as something better. Someone is coming forward here with very jealous energy. Could be my divine masculines. Both of these cards have male figures in the photo, so could certainly be a divine masculine who is tied into the vibrations of that forgiveness, possibly overreacting, being very jealous, and created a wedge between the two of you. You know, it's interesting. I'm not even feeling the energy of a third party or a karmic partner here, or somebody that interjected themselves into the relationship and caused drama here. It could be something as simple as someone who is making advances towards your partner, Leo, but it ended up not being anything, and maybe somebody overreacted. You guys had an argument and went into separation. I mean, it was a bad enough argument that you guys broke up and somebody abandoned the connection. But this is telling us you guys can move forward, create that ascension to fix this. Part of that ascending energy is two people who are willing to work on the challenges and overcome whatever this barrier is, to be willing to talk once again, hopefully civilly, and just address the situation. But I do feel somebody is remorseful here, Leo. I can't help but tap into divine masculine energy. I just noticed the return card as well has a male figure in that photo. So 3 cards: forgiveness, return, jealousy. I feel that it could have been my divine feminines who disconnected from the connection as a result of arguments, painful words between the two of you guys. And somebody who was very jealous of someone else, possibly vying for your person, Leo. And again, this could all be reversed and could be the other way around. Okay, so let's add some tarot to this and let's take a look and see where else this is going to go. If you guys can overcome the challenges here, remove that barrier so that you guys can at least talk and open up lines of communication to address the situation, whether that results in you guys coming back together or just agreeing to disagree. Let's take a look. Angels and spirit guides for Leo, please, for this bonus reading. What else do we need to know at this time? For Leo, we do have the Ace of Wands, which is a beautiful card in the upright. It's all about inspiration and creation, that there's still a spark between two people. That is fire energy. That's your very own energy, Leo, as well as Aries and Sagittarius. But it is coming up reversed, so that's how I'm going to have to read it. So the Ace of Wands in the reverse is, it's lack of energy, it's a lack of passion, and it's boredom. And I feel this is where your person is at because they're not with you. You know, they're already telling you here that their anxieties are just ramped up because you might not even want them anymore, and that they feel totally lost without you, Leo. This person is dealing with a lot of negative energy and painful emotions right now. And I can almost hear some of you guys saying, well, they deserve it. They hurt me. They broke my heart. They did this. They did that. And that may very well be the case. But they're also coming through as your soulmate. They want you back. Some of you guys may have shared a family, and they are willing to work on finding balance in the connection. we do have the Seven of Pentacles coming through here, which is Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus for some of you. This is the time to reevaluate where the situation is between the two of you, to see if it is worth investing your time in the connection, which of course it's not for all of you to want to be able to go back to what it is that you walked away from. But there are those of you who would welcome this person back into your life. Part of the energy too of the Seven of Pentacles is perseverance, diligence, not giving up, no matter how hard times become between the two of you. And isn't it interesting how we've got the Eight of Wands falling right below communication, and this is an energy surge and communication. So it's just a matter of time, guys, before you hear from this person and or you reach out to them, Leo. However way that communication begins. Give it some time and I feel you guys will be able to just have a civil conversation with one another. That is fire energy again, which is your very own vibration. So you might be more open to talking to your person. Give it a little bit more time to not have this be so painful and raw in your heart space, to where you'd be more open to that. And they as well. We have the Queen of Pentacles, followed by the Five of Pentacles, and then we've got the Death card coming right after that. So we have something that came to an end, but there's also the potential for a new beginning here. That's a part of the Death card, that transition that can happen in a situation. It's also tied into Scorpio energy. So for some of you guys, you might be thinking of a Scorpio. We have that Queen of Pentacles with that very nurturing energy. This could be a mother figure. This could be the mother of your children. That's Earth energy once again. So Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. And then we've got the Five of Pentacles here. That's very painful energy from that Five of Pentacles. It's somebody who's isolated and alone at this time. This could be your person who's very heavily saturating themselves in those anxieties that keep surfacing because they're not with you, Leo. They're very insecure and they can't help but worry about whether or not you guys can have a second chance here. And clearly with that Death card, it is a relationship that came to an end. It's definitely over. It ended. It's a done deal. But their love for you, Leo, it's still very much there. Their love for you did not go anywhere. So during this time of separation, this is a time for you guys to work on yourselves, to learn whatever it is you need to learn by way of the experiences that came through here over what happened between you and this person. But I really don't feel they are wanting to walk away forever. They don't want it to be over. They have literally lost their sense of direction because you're not a part of their life at the moment. Let's add to this with some romance. Angels. Let's see where else this is going to take you, Leo. Angels and spirit guides, please. For Leo, what else do we need to know at this time, please? What else needs to come forward here, please? For Leo, for this bonus reading, please, angels. playfulness coming through to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. I do feel here, Leo, that when you guys spent time together, there was that very playful, youthful energy between the two of you. You guys could certainly be quite young, or it could simply reflect off of the dynamic between the two of you. Lots of laughter, lots of joking around, and just enjoying each other's company. Very playful in nature. Look at the next card, guys. Reconciliation. They want you back. They're sorry for what they've done or what they said to you. So the opportunity is here for a second chance, but it's your choice, Leo, ultimately, if you want them back. Romantic feelings still very much here. And I really feel you've always known this, that there was a pretty intense chemistry between the two of you. That part hasn't changed despite the challenges here. But yeah, they want to come back. They want to reconcile with you. But it's your choice. It's your prerogative, completely your choice. All right, let's add to this with some Lovers Oracle, Leo. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo. What else do we need to know at this time? But they are completely heartbroken over you. Especially if you've already told them, you know, I'm just out. I'm not into you anymore. I don't want to be with you anymore. And perhaps you said that out of anger, or they said it out of anger, however way that's resonating with you. But you guys are coming forward as soulmates here. So I feel you will have the opportunity to discuss your relationship in the future. It's certainly worth that, you know, to just be able to sit down and talk and address each other's feelings. And if at the end of the day you guys end up working itself out and reconcile, fantastic. But if you're not open to that, if you're not interested in that, you can have ascension in your life on your own and however way you see fit. But yeah, with the Death card, something had to come to an end, but you also have the opportunity for a new beginning. It's your choice, Leo. All right, Lover's Oracle for Leo. Let's grab this bottom card. Okay, interesting. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So, I believe this card came through, who was it for? I forget who was the last, I think Sagittarius. So for some of you guys, you might be thinking of a fellow Sag here, fellow fire sign. I think you've already been through the turmoil here. Somebody is heartbroken over this. You both could be in that same space of feeling lost without the other, of having your anxieties just flare up because of the hurt feelings and arguments you guys have had. But there's a blessing that is coming through here for you, Leo. Okay? So that could certainly be one of the signs that you need to pay attention to. And then there's freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. It is. You know, this barrier doesn't have to be here. You can walk out that door if you haven't already and stay gone. That's your prerogative. But if part of this card is bringing you back to somebody that you still care for and want to reconnect with, you have the freedom of choice to do that as well. Okay? So let's add to this, Leo, with some 5D Love Messages Oracle by Calico Moon. So we'll grab a few messages from this deck and let's take a look and see what it is that they would want to say to you if given the opportunity. Clearly, there is a barrier in communication here, so you're not talking to them, you're not hearing from them, and if there is communication, it is so minimal, I feel, and it's not productive. So this is either you, Leo, that wants to speak up, or it's your soulmate that wants to speak up. So we'll grab a few from here, whichever one you are guided to accept and resonate with. Let's take a look. Who needs to speak up? Angels and spirit guides for Leo, please. Who needs to speak up here? Who needs to say something? You're both afraid to speak. Somebody speak up. Come on. Wow. I can't believe I let you get away. So this is either you feeling this way, Leo, or this is the other person. This person might be feeling like they just didn't fight hard enough for the relationship. Maybe they have their regrets now. But clearly, they want to come back. Leo. You might be the one that got away and they want you back. Look at this next message. We are meant to be together. And I feel for those of you who are wanting this, you will have that chance. Next card. I'm feeling a magnetic pull toward you. We have soulmate. We have that mirroring energy, which is my twin flame card. Whichever one you identify more with. You're still so drawn to one another. The chemistry is off the charts between the two of you. The love, the romantic feelings, it's still there. Next message. You inspire me to be the best version of myself. So even though you guys are not together, you've still inspired this person to make changes in their life to better themselves. Let's grab a couple more. I feel like you're ignoring me. So some of you guys may have tried to reach out. A text, a phone call, an email, a card, whatever it is, and you haven't heard back. That's because of that barrier. Next message. I keep replaying what you said, remembering perhaps the last conversation that you guys ever had. Depending, of course, on how that played itself out, whether you guys were just jumping down each other's throats, just fighting, and maybe the distance and time apart from one another really brought this person to a place where they regret what they said and are now ready to ask for forgiveness and to apologize for their actions. Next card. I wish I knew how you felt about me. And part of the reason why they don't is because you guys are not communicating, and or there's this barrier once again that's preventing the two of you from coming back together. But I feel eventually that will be lifted, since we do have the reconciliation card that's being reflected here. Let's grab this one last one. I miss being comforted by you. You were very comforting to this person, Leo, and without you, their anxieties are just going crazy. Wow. Okay. So let's add to this. Let's add to this with some healing messages here. It's so needed between the two of you. Angels and spirit guides for Leo for this bonus reading. Please bring forward some healing messages for this connection. Angels and spirit guides for Leo. Archangel Michael is blessing this reading for you, Leo. You have new beginnings, celebrations, and a new love. Okay, so whenever Archangel Michael is showing up, you're getting some extra blessings here, guys. Okay, and isn't it interesting how from this particular message, through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed? Well, he's going to help you with those blessings. There is an opportunity to start over, to reconcile, to work on this if you want it. Or this new beginning could simply be you finding and switching directions in your life, finding a different path for yourself that brings you the happiness that you are looking for. Celebrations are coming in for you, whether this is involving family, friends, or something in relation to this. If you guys can come back together, there are times of celebrations and happy times that are going to be coming in for you. Now, we do have this new love card. New love, of course, for some of you could be a new person that comes in for you, could be a soulmate that comes in for you once you heal from this experience and move on from it and create ascension in your own life. And this could, of course, be representative of a second chance at love with your person, a new chapter, a new opportunity to be able to build a life together. That's coming through. Okay, so let's close this out with some final thoughts from the Guardian Angel deck. Angels and spirit guides for Leo, please. Some final thoughts for Leo for this bonus reading. Some final thoughts. Final thoughts, please. There's that one. And I'm going to grab this bottom of the deck. Okay. We have courage. Dare to be different, to make mistakes. Create, for it is in creation that you exist. In this world of dreams that stem from the eternal heart, you are one with all creation. All is possible. Go forth and be true to yourself, for it is only through being true to you that you can be true to others. So have the courage to go after what it is that your heart is telling you to go after. As long as you're coming from a place of the truth, Leo, and facing your truth, what it means to you, that is what you go after. That is a part of your ascension. It's telling you here that anything is possible. Whatever it is that you want to achieve, your goals, your dreams, tied into your love life or not, you can manifest it as long as you're being true to yourself. We also have guilt coming through here. You do not need another's approval to feel worthy of love, regardless of what you've done or what you think you've failed to do. From your soul's perspective, there's neither right nor wrong. Every experience in life is here to help you expand your awareness of love so that you may embrace ever greater spheres of wisdom. You've done nothing wrong. And if you've been feeling guilty over how this whole thing played itself out between you and this person, this is telling you, and confirmation from the angels, Leo, that you are not at fault. You've done nothing wrong. Okay? So perhaps some of you guys really needed to hear that to bring about healing in your heart space over how things played itself out here. All right, guys. So that's where I'm going to leave this reading, Leo. I do hope whatever part of it resonated with you, you were able to gain some insight from this and benefit from the messages that came through here. However, if you are interested in your own personal private reading, all of that info is down below in the description box. And I'll be back real soon, Leo, with more readings for you. So thank you guys for spending this time with me, for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Take care.